Hello, I am Nimja, and this is Empty Mind. This file will simply help you to clear your thoughts, to let your mind become completely empty. Now, what's nice about this is that the more empty your mind becomes, the more space it has for something else. It's very tempting sometimes to fill your head with all kinds of things, distractions, obligations, stress. Then again, wouldn't it be much better to let all of that out? Let me do the thinking for you. While you relax, unwind, drift, you can enjoy the empty mind, because an empty mind feels so good. Now, one way to do this is to count down, but numbers are complicated, and to truly make your mind empty, even something as simple as 3, 2, 1 would be too difficult. It's much nicer to truly let go into a state of being a wonderful blankness of thoughts, where you can become empty in your whole mind. Now, another way to do it is to say one of the magic words. Maybe you've heard it before, often punctuated by a snap, and yet so relaxing that your thoughts just stop. Do you think that you are ready for the drop? Perhaps it's nicer to simply let me ramble on and amble onwards to ever-differing shapes and sounds, some so simple that the words themselves are no more than unheard. An empty mind can feel so good, so nice and blank, so wonderfully quiet. One of the other really nice things is that the more you enjoy it, the easier it becomes. As once you discover how nice it is to have an empty mind, you'll find quickly that it's easy to go even deeper into this state. Let go of the rest. Free your mind. Let your thoughts fade away. An empty mind has much more space for something else. Relaxation, drifting, calm and simple, words that simply place some importance on the space that is there, and the more empty the space is, the easier it feels somewhere. To become completely empty in a way is to embrace nothing. However, nothing is difficult to imagine. Can you imagine the complete absence of everything? A wonderful drifting blankness that is neither dark nor light. It simply exists in the space between spaces, where everything melts away and nothing remains. And an empty mind can feel liberating. Free your thoughts of everything else and let me do the thinking for you, guiding you to a nice blank place so you can become completely empty. Drifting, dropping, letting your mind's high thoughts, sense stopping, and sort of falling deeper, almost like a dive, alive in its simplicity and yet meaning nothing at all. It could be anything or everything, and yet it ends up being nothing. A wonderful emptiness, a beautiful blankness, a sweet absence. And did you notice that every time you exhale, you go a little deeper? You let go even more. Almost unaware of how easy it is to get there, and yet it feels really liberating and free. Exploring the wonderful nothing. And because nothing is everywhere, it's also nowhere, and it takes no effort at all to explore and to let yourself dive even deeper into the nothing. As you can give in to the everything that envelops your mind, and then simply let it be empty. Adrift, maybe asleep, or a drop, the surface rippling with your disappearing thoughts, fading into the distance, the surface infinitely large. Every exhale even more empty, and you can feel what is happening to you, and let it simply be free your thoughts. An empty mind has so much more space for something else. In a moment, this file will end, and if my voice follows, you can remain nice and deep, enjoying the empty mind. Otherwise, this momentary silence and blankness in your thoughts will allow you to feel refreshed. What will it be? Where will you go into the nothing, and how much will you embrace the emptiness to become completely So let the drop, the ripples, the fading sound become your empty mind.